Energy comes in many forms, but what would be the best option for a sustainable energy transition? Right now, the United States uses 380 million gallons of gasoline every day. The average car emits 11,450 pounds of carbon dioxide every year. There are approximately 246 million cars in the United States. From 2010 to 2014, 28,660 tons of oil seeped into our oceans. The United States consumes over 1 billion tons of coal every year and uses 19.4 million barrels of crude oil every day to make gasoline, diesel fuel, jet fuel, propane, and plastics. So what do we do when the fuel runs out? There's a source of energy that is made of renewable organic materials. This is called biomass. Biomass can be burned or processed into biofuels. Electricity can also be produced by combusting or decomposing biomass. You can use biomass as a source of energy in your daily life. Ethanol, a type of biofuel, is a colorless, flammable, clear liquid that is produced by fermentation or the biochemical conversion of renewable biological matter. Some of this biological matter includes starches from wheat, corn, sugarcane, molasses, and potatoes. Ethanol can also be made through the refinement of petroleum byproducts for industrial use. The fermentation and distillation process converts starch to sugar and then to alcohol, which is ethanol. Many areas of the country use ethanol to meet the Environmental Protection Agency clean air standards. E85, a blend of 85% ethanol fuel and 15% gasoline, has the highest oxygen content of any transportation fuel, burning cleaner than gasoline with as much as 39 to 46% fewer greenhouse gas emissions. In 1908, the Ford Model T was produced. The engine was capable of running on gasoline, kerosene, or ethanol. However, Prohibition made ethanol an impractical fuel at the time. Henry Ford said, "The fuel of the future is going to come from fruit like that sumac out by the road, or from apples, weeds, sawdust, almost anything. There is fuel in every bit of vegetable matter that can be fermented. There's enough alcohol in 1 year's yield of an acre of potatoes to drive the machinery necessary to cultivate the fields for 100 years. You can make your own ethanol at home for less than $2 per gallon. You can even grow your own grain for producing ethanol." Biofuel seems like the solution to many problems, so why aren't we using more of it? Producing more biofuel means producing more plants. More plants require more fertilizer, but most fertilizers contain more nitrogen than the plants can absorb. This nitrogen pollutes our drinking water. There are ways to minimize the pollution. Apply less fertilizer to the plants and target the application at times when they will absorb most of the nitrogen in the fertilizer. Will biofuel production limit the supply of food? Consider this: agricultural residues left behind after harvest, stalks, leaves, and wheat straw are a potential source of up to 155 million dry tons of biomass for energy production. These are natural byproducts of the food crop, thus not reducing the availability of food crops or increasing the amount of land used. In the United States, 31% or 133 billion pounds of the available food supply goes uneaten and into a landfill. Biofuel burns cleaner with less harmful emissions to the environment. There are many benefits to using biofuel.